Bills Mafia, listen up, because today we've got big news, important updates, and a whole lot of excitement surrounding our franchise quarterback. And before we dive into it, let me start the way we always do. This team is working every single day to get better, to evolve, to strengthen, and to bring real results to Buffalo. If you believe in that mission, go ahead and smash that like button right now so this video can reach even more Bills fans across the world. Bills Mafia, if you want to check out the official Buffalo Bills store, the link is in the description and in the comment. Tons of new Sideline gear and hoodies available. All right, let's get into this exclusive update. Finally, Bills fans can exhale. After months of speculation and waiting, quarterback Josh Allen has officially confirmed that his right foot, the one he had surgery on shortly after the playoff loss to Denver, is feeling great, and he's ready to roll for the 2026 offseason program. This isn't just good news. This is franchise-shifting news. Remember, Allen played the entire back half of the 2025 season with a broken bone in his foot. He wasn't just tough, he was superhuman. As head coach Joe Brady told reporter Tom Pelissero, Allen played as if nothing was wrong, even when he could barely walk. That's the kind of quarterback this city has. A warrior, a leader, a guy who will drag the team as far as his body allows him to go. And now, for the first time since October 2025, he's healthy. Reporter John Scott confirmed it himself. Josh said the foot feels great, and the only surgery allowed him to enter the offseason fully focused on preparation, chemistry, and building timing with a completely revamped receiver room. Bills Mafia, this is exactly what we needed to hear. Let's not underestimate this. Allen isn't just a quarterback. He's the engine of the offense, the heart.
$12 million. That's not small. That's not symbolic. That's leadership. This move allowed Buffalo to retain key veterans, add important free agent depth, maintain flexibility heading into the draft, strengthen the roster around their QB. When your star player sacrifices for the good of the team, it sets the tone for the entire organization. Josh Allen isn't just healthy, he's locked in. He's all in. And he expects everyone else to be too. Now, with Allen healthy and the cap space handled, attention shifts to the next big question. Will the Bills bring back additional veterans after the NFL draft? General Manager Brandon Beane gave a pretty strong hint during the league meetings in Phoenix, saying many veterans are waiting until after the draft to make decisions, especially those who didn't get the contract they wanted early in free agency. Buffalo has 4 major names still out there, and here's where things stand. If there's one reunion that makes perfect sense, it's this one. Brandon Cooks was solid down the stretch last year, providing reliable depth and a veteran presence for Josh Allen. Both sides have interest, and Beane even acknowledged they're essentially waiting to see how the draft plays out. If the Bills don't land 2 wideouts in the draft, Cooks becomes an extremely logical signing in May. This one tugs at the heartstrings, doesn't it? Gabe Davis has 28 career regular season touchdowns with Buffalo, and the chemistry he has with Josh Allen is undeniable. But his knee injury complicates things. He's still recovering, which likely pushes any signing into July or August. That said, Joe Brady and Josh Allen both love his blocking, his physicality, and the trust they've built over years. A reserve role return feels very possible, especially if the price is low. Let's be honest, Milano is no longer the all-pro force he once was. But when healthy, he still flashes that playmaking spark, like the tackle for loss and pass breakup he had against Jacksonville in the playoffs. With the Bills switching to a 3-4 base under defensive coordinator Jim Leonhard, depth at inside linebacker is important. If Milano is willing to return on a cap-friendly...
He's been linked to potentially joining his brother Nick in San Francisco, but interest across the league has been lukewarm. If he wanted to return to Buffalo, he'd have to take a massive pay cut. As of right now, don't count on this one. Let's zoom out. The Bills have a fully healthy Josh Allen, a quarterback financially helping the team build, a new coaching staff with a modern identity, a receiving group with big potential, cap space flexibility, and several possible veteran reinforcements coming after the draft. This team isn't rebuilding. This team is retooling with purpose. Every move they've made
from coaching to contracts to injuries to roster decisions, points toward one mission: surround Josh Allen with everything he needs to bring the Lombardi to Buffalo. And the window? As long as number 17 is healthy, the window is wide open. Last season was supposed to be the season. The roster was primed, the AFC landscape was favorable, and the door to the Super Bowl was wide open. With Josh Allen playing like the best player in the entire NFL, and with top quarterbacks like Mahomes, Lamar, and Burrow not even in the playoff mix, the path to the Lombardi had never been clearer. Yet, despite the opportunity, the Bills fell short again in the divisional round. But here's the thing. The championship core is still here. The spine of this team still has what it takes, and Buffalo is wasting zero time making moves to push this team over the hump. The Bills front office has been aggressive and intentional. They've brought in defensive firepower with the additions of Bradley Chubb, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Geno Stone, and D. Alford. And offensively, landing D.J. Moore finally gives Allen a legitimate top weapon who can command defensive attention. But Bills Mafia knows better than anyone. This roster still has holes, especially when it comes to giving Allen the kind of arsenal he needs to truly thrive.
Through 2 seasons, he has just 84 catches. Not terrible, but not what a first-round receiver is expected to produce. The issues? Lack of burst off the line, limited route tree, inconsistent separation. And on top of that, Carolina doubled down at receiver by drafting Tet McMillan in the first round last year. They also added John Mechie, who already has chemistry with Bryce Young. Put it all together, and Leggett is clearly slipping down the Panthers' priority list. Which means one thing: Carolina is ready to listen to offers. For the Bills, this is a golden opportunity. Buffalo already has decent depth behind DJ Moore, Khalil Shakir, Joshua Palmer, Keon Coleman, Mecole Hardman. But let's be honest, outside of Moore, none of these guys are guaranteed to be long-term high-level producers, and Moore himself is already approaching the back end of his prime. Adding Leggett gives Buffalo a young, physical receiver, a dynamic yards-after-catch threat, someone who can grow with Josh Allen, a player with true first-round upside if he puts it all together. At worst, he becomes a gadget weapon who forces defenses to think twice when Josh Allen and James Cook are both on the field. At best, he becomes a legitimate WR2 who finally gives Allen the help he's been missing for years. Here's the kicker. Carolina would likely move Leggett for a 4th-round pick and a 7th-round pick. That's nothing. That's lottery ticket territory. And when you consider the potential payoff, it's the exact type of calculated gamble championship teams make. There's even buzz around the league suggesting a possible player swap. Keon Coleman for Xavier Leggett. Both were drafted 1 pick apart in the first round of the 2024 NFL Draft. Both have shown flashes, but haven't exploded. And sometimes a change of scenery is exactly what a young receiver needs to unlock his talent. Imagine that.
Should the Bills bring back Brandon Cooks or Gabe Davis? Do you want Milano back for depth? Is Joey Bosa worth another shot? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to know exactly how you see this offseason playing out. If you stayed with us until the end, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a breaking Buffalo Bills update. Official Buffalo Bills gear, new drops, and exclusive items, all in the link below. Check it out, Bills Mafia! We're building something special here. Go Bills!